So this though, this is probably there's no probably about it. This is definitely the coolest thing that somebody gave me at TwitchCon this year because he made it especially for me. I did tweet this out. But do you guys know CarsonDrewIt? It's Carson with a C. CarsonDrewIt. Let me just make sure I get his Twitter right. Yeah. This guy. Twitter.com/CarsonDrewIt. Carson is he's just on like a whole other level for me. I've always admired his work. He's done a lot of Dark Souls themed artwork and Bloodborne, and I was actually working with him at one point on like collaborating on something, and it never happened. But we found out that we were staying in the same hotel, and I think we ran into each other, him and his girlfriend Megan, and or maybe she's his wife. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But anyway, I know they're a thing. His significant other, Megan, ran into those guys in the lobby and talked a little bit, exchanged words. It was nice. Later, Carson texted me, or he sent me a DM, just asking what my favorite Dark Souls boss or character is. I was like, oh man. I was like, you don't have to do this. This is actually the last night. This was Monday night. Maybe that was it. Like, we were, some of the stragglers that were still hanging around after TwitchCon was over. We both flew out Tuesday morning. And so late Monday night, sends me a DM asking about my favorite Souls character or boss. And I was like, oh man. I was like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do what I think you're doing. But I was like, it's kind of difficult to pick a favorite. And, I'm sure he feels the same way. But I just, for whatever reason, when I start, like, rifling through, like, all the bosses in Souls games, the first one who always comes up in my mind is the Tower Knight from Demon Souls. That was really, like, the first boss that I kind of fell in love with. He's the second boss. Well, kind of, I guess, if you choose to go that way. It's kind of the second boss in the game, and you fight the Phalanx first, and it's just kind of like a giant blob with some shields and harpoons or whatever the fuck they're using. Spears, I guess. You maybe can call them spears. I guess we're not fighting in the ocean, but anyway, way too much lead up here. Told him the Tower Knight. I said, you know what, man? Let's go with the Tower Knight. But I know it's late. You guys are probably getting ready to fly out as I am. If this doesn't happen, don't worry about it. It's cool, whatever. And then I went out to go eat by myself at Outback Steakhouse, which I enjoyed thoroughly, by the way. Came back and it was maybe Carson said it took him like 100 minutes. I know in my tweet I said minutes later, implying that it took him like 15 minutes to make this. It was a very short amount of time for the quality of this work. I could not believe how quickly he cranked it out and was DMing me like, dude, I got something for you. I was like, whoa, okay, cool. I'm on the 3rd floor. Come on over whenever you like. And he stepped into my room and showed me this. Now, this is an original work. This is like original ink work that he did with a it's basically like a pen, but it has like a tiny brush on the end of it. So he's essentially painting, but drawing. And and this is where I should use autofocus to show you like You can check the tweet to really get a sense of the detail in like the line work. But oh my god, and you can't really, it's really hard to see, it's really faint, but he's looking down at a tiny bird on his finger. What kind of quill? You'd have to ask him. I don't know anything about that. But yeah, Carson fucking Druid just contacted me out of the blue. He's like, man, what's your favorite boss in Souls? I was like, Tower Knight. He's like, all right, man. Like, just under 2 hours later, he's like, I got something for you, man. Hands me this thing. Now, I'm gonna cherish this thing, man. I cannot get over how fucking amazing. Just like the shadowing, and again, I wish my webcam, was higher quality, so that you could really see. Because I think that's why originals are so prized, because they really do pop out. Like it's just so strong. But please do me a favor, check out CarsonDrewIt. He's over on Twitter there. He's also on Twitch as well. And he has a very chill stream. But you can watch him, making his artwork on Twitch. And that's the other thing that's amazing about it. He does this all without any like preliminary sketch work. He does not do any kind of rough pencil sketching to get like an outline of the spacing and where he wants and the structure and things like that. He simply starts drawing. How fucking crazy is that? I cannot get over that. Like, just the hand in particular just blows me away. Like the line work on the hand. Just like the subtle, like, the change in thickness, like on the thumb there. Ugh, it's gorgeous. I cannot thank Carson enough for this. And I shall definitely be getting it framed. And then he signed the back of it. Right there. But I love how he has like a seal. So cool. So, but yes, did I link his, no I did not. Twitch.tv/CarsonDrewIt is him. Give that guy a follow, check him out, because all of his artwork is just, as amazing as this, if not more. But most of his art it's like ink work like that, like just highly detailed ink work. I told him, it reminded me of, I cannot remember the guy's name. Who drew Hard Boiled? The comic book Hard Boiled and Rusty. What was it? It was like something like Rusty and the giant robot or something like that. Somebody has got to know who I'm talking about. It's funny. I have access to Google right here. Yes, Jeff Darrow. Gives me huge, like, Jeff Darrow feels. Also, the picture itself reminded me of one of the bots, one of the robots from Castle in the Sky, the old Ghibli film. But yeah, so good, unbelievably good.